Let's move to the other part of Manchester. Let's talk about a Manchester United player who doesn't only live under pressure, he lives under fire. Harry Maguire. What do you expect from him this season? He needs to be mentally strong. I would say stronger than ever this season.
Yeah, stronger than. I can't think of another player who is coming into a season with more pressure. More pressure because of Manchester United, who they are as a club, the expectation around them, how disappointing last season was, new manager coming in. So there's pressure in that dressing room. And then Harry Maguire, starting centre-back for England, was supposed to be the rock in the middle of United's defence and has become more meme than a player. And I think that is a difficult tag to get rid of. But again, I'll say this time and time again, Alex, football is a fickle thing. You put in the performances and all of a sudden you can change the narrative relatively quickly. If Harry Maguire is able to do that, if Manchester United are able to rediscover that form or see them challenge at the very top of the Premier League table, maybe that raises some of the pressure on Harry Maguire. But that's a big ask on the individual, and that's a big ask on the football club.
You were a goalkeeper, so you know what it is to live under pressure. How does it feel like? But what does he need to do? Because it's so tough to isolate yourself from all the noise, from all the people pointing at you, from all the memes that are being created around him. How do you gather all that mental strength?
He needs to be solid. He needs to do the basics right. He needs his anticipation and understanding and leadership at the back has to be absolutely spot on. And that is all the aspects of being a standout centre-back. That's all that is asked of you. And I think at times he has let himself down far too often in every single one of those departments, whether it's just one-on-one defending, whether it's shot blocking, whether it's anticipation, whether it's just kind of understanding where you are on the park, whether it's understanding where your teammates are on the park. Too often, every single one of those facets, he's been found lacking. Sometimes not all in the same game, but in those individual moments. And when you play for a club at the highest level of a league, such as the Premier League, those little mistakes are costly. And they cost Manchester United. He's not the only person to blame for Manchester United's poor season, but we are talking about what's needed of Harry Maguire. And he has to have all the aspects of his game absolutely watertight. Don't go chasing things. Don't try making plays where there aren't plays to be made. But whatever's asked of you, you have to be absolutely solid.
And let's move away from the Premier League. Let's fly to my country, to Spain. Let's talk about Tchouaméni, the new signing at the midfield of Real Madrid. He's going to be under certain pressure because he's pointed out to be the new Casemiro in this central midfielder position. We saw him the other day at El Clásico against Barcelona. He didn't leave any good impression. It's hard for him because he needs to replace a legend, as Casemiro is, and he has a high price tag as well. So that doesn't help either.
It doesn't. None of those things, as you rightly point out, helps Alex. There are a couple of things that do. One is that he's coming to Real Madrid and who won it all last season. And it's anchored by a midfield that's as good as midfield trios go, but are now aging between Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric. Thank you very much. As good as they are, you know that Father Time catches up with us all. So you understand the signing of Tchouaméni. You understand the signing of Camavinga last year for a lot less money. He was around the 30 million euro mark. So you understand those signings with the eye to the long term. Now, Tchouaméni, despite the price tag, I don't think starts when everybody is fit in the biggest of games. You will come off the bench. You will get to understand what the club is all about. You will get to understand the role that you are being asked to play, or the void that you will be asked to fill when, as I put it, Father Time eventually does catch up with Casemiro. So those are the things that I think will work in Tchouaméni's favor, that it's not about an immediate return on a price tag. It's about who you can be in 3 or 4 years' time. And right now, I think Real Madrid have done as good a job as any in terms of that succession planning, if we can call it, as much around that midfield.
So for Tchouaméni and for Real Madrid, as you said, it's all about letting Father Time to do his job.
And he always does.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.